Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and what I got for you today is a neat review, another neat Nano FPV quadcopter. This is the second one I've seen come out. The other one was the FQ777-954. This is the RC leading RC101W. Again, it's an FPV flyer. If you look at it, it appears to be similar to standard Nanos that you've seen, similar in shape to the CX-10, but this one includes a camera, and it also includes Wi-Fi. Now, I did a previous review of the RC101C model, which had a low-res 0.3 megapixel camera in it. That actually flew pretty darn well, and I'm hoping this will do the same. Even with the weight of the camera and the power of the camera, it had a good flight time, and it also it had extreme pitch, actually. It was one of the fastest little Nanos that I've seen to date, and it had great range also. I'm hoping that this will have the same, but we'll find out here shortly. Other than the camera and the built-in Wi-Fi transmitter, it's nothing else very special looking on this particular quadcopter, except for the power port, and you got an on-off switch here, and also you have the standard microcontroller here. If you push into this one here, you can change the rates from beginner, intermediate, expert. And if you, oops, sorry folks, I hope that's still working. And if you press the right one, let me make sure it is still working. Yeah. If you press the right one, you can activate the flips and tell it which direction to flip after pressing the button. On the RC101C model, this one here would operate the camera and the photos and the videos. This does not record onto a memory card, even though there's a memory slot on there. That memory slot is empty. I guess this is using the same shape as the RC101C. All they did was take out the memory card slot and instead inserted a Wi-Fi transmitter in there. So again, you cannot record directly onto the a memory card. Instead, you're going to view your videos directly, the in-flight video, using an app on your phone. And that name of that app is RC Leading. And that's the same app that the FQ777 uses by coincidence, which tells me FQ777 might be a subsidiary or another rebranded name of RC Leading. But anyways, you can view that app or view the video from this quadcopter on your phone using the RC Leading app. You can also control this quadcopter using that app, either using the touchpad on your phone or using the gyro sensors on your phone. Now, my phone is a Doogie, you can see that there, and it doesn't have very sensitive touchscreen. So I am not going to control this quadcopter with my phone, but I will record the video that I see on this using my sunscreen in combination with another camera. So you will be able to see the FPV video, but I will not be controlling the quadcopter with my phone today. Instead, I will be using the controller that comes with the camera. But again, if you use a touchscreen phone, it's best to use a good touchscreen phone like an iPhone or a Samsung, something with good touchscreen on it, and also use it for indoor flying. Mainly because I think the range is probably limited on the Wi-Fi, but we'll find out here today. So let's go for a flight of the RC101W. Hope you enjoy this flight. Okay, I am recording both on using my sunscreen here, if you notice that there. My phone is underneath that sunscreen with the camera pointed at it. I'm binding the quadcopter. Let's go for a flight of the RC101W. Hope you enjoy this flight. Let's see if I can get it to bind. Oh, I guess you have to do it within a few seconds or else you lose. Folks, it binds to your phone. Obviously bound to my phone here. What I'm going to do is bind it real quick to this. My phone will pick it up, but I want to maintain control with the controller, not my phone. Let me make sure that the video is showing up. Okay, the video is showing up again on my phone. Let's go for a flight of the RC101W. Nice little, tiny little nanocopter. I'm in beginner rate right now. Oh my goodness, it's stable. So this is perfect for indoor flying. Let's try a higher rate. It's intermediate rate. Yes, I thought so. Because of the Wi-Fi interference, the range on this is not as good as the RC101C. You are going to have Wi-Fi interference between the two. So with that in mind, you're going to need to fly relatively close in to this transmitter. Let's see if we can get away. Well, we're going to be close to this transmitter at all times. I am going to walk away from that screen. So let's stay close to folks, you're going to get dizzy watching this. Let's stay close to that screen, and then we're going to walk away and see how much Wi-Fi range we get. Again, you have to bind this right away if you want to use the controller. And up we go. We're going to walk away from the screen. The reason being, let's see how much Wi-Fi range you got if you use the phone. Again, I'm using the controller here. Higher rate. Okay, this is expert rate. Very nice funneler. Very maneuverable with expert rate. Beginner. Intermediate. Expert. Not quite as zippy as the RC101C, but it has a nice yaw rate. And the Wi-Fi does interfere with this controller if you're using Wi-Fi, and I am. So again, keep in mind the Wi-Fi is going to interfere with the range. So you want to keep it close, and probably you really want to use, there it regained it again, probably you want to use the phone to control it. But again, it is very maneuverable. But in beginner, it is extremely stable. Let me try to demonstrate that. Got a little bit of a wind here. Got a bit of a wind, so I'm going to have a hard time demonstrating stability. Let's take it upwind a bit. And look at a yaw rate. This is expert yaw rate. No, that's expert yaw rate. That was intermediate. Beginner yaw rate. Intermediate. Expert. Going back to beginner. Going upwind. Again, you got to stay close with this because of the Wi-Fi. Oop, don't get away. Okay, going back to it. Lights are starting to flash, so we're probably getting low. I'm going to rebind one more time. Each time I'm rebinding, the reason being, you hear my phone trying to bind with it at the same time. I don't want the phone to take control of it. The phone will take control of it if you give it too much time before binding this transmitter, if you're using a phone also to view this. Okay, the lights are now flashing. Let's see how long it'll fly before it drops. Actually, let's stop it right there. And I am not going to turn it off. The reason being, I want to make sure I got the recording of the video. This records the video. Keep in mind, folks, since this does not record to a card, it's recording the video onto my phone using the app. And at the completion of the flight, I want to remember to save the video. Okay? Okay, that's the conclusion of the flight of the RC101W. It doesn't appear to be as zippy as the RC101C. It actually flies a little bit more like the FQ777-954, and I got a feeling it probably is the same internal card as the FQ777-954 Wi-Fi flyer. I got a feeling they're both from the same company. So this is probably a rebranded version of the FQ777. With regards to that, the range on this quadcopter is rather limited if you're using this controller. I didn't try to control it with the... There's snow geese going over. I didn't try to use it with my phone. The reason being, my phone has a bad touch screen. It's not very good. Other people out there who have better phones, you'll probably have more fun with this quadcopter using your phone to control it indoors rather than using the controller itself, particularly because of the limited range caused by the Wi-Fi transmitter in this quadcopter. So that's the RC101W. Hope you enjoyed this flight. This is Quadcopter 101, signing out.